The Lizzie Borden House. Just the name sends chills down your spine. Located at 232nd Street in Fall River, Massachusetts, this unassuming house holds dark secrets. It stands as a chilling reminder of a brutal double murder that shocked the nation. This house witnessed unimaginable horror. On a sweltering August morning in 1892, Andrew and Abby Borden were found brutally murdered in their home. The prime suspect, their own daughter, Lizzie. The house still stands today, preserved as a museum and bed and breakfast. It's a place where you can spend the night, if you dare. Imagine the scene. The year is 1892. The place is Fall River, Massachusetts. Andrew Borden, a wealthy businessman, returns home on a humid summer morning. He's greeted by Bridget Sullivan, the family maid. Minutes later, she finds his lifeless body sprawled on the living room sofa. He had been brutally hacked with an axe. Panic sets in. Bridget calls for Lizzie, Andrew's daughter. Then, another horrifying discovery. Abby Borden, Andrew's wife, is found dead upstairs. Her body, like her husband's, is mutilated. The weapon, an axe found in the basement, still bearing traces of blood. News of the murders spread like wildfire. Lizzie Borden, the quiet, unmarried daughter, quickly became the prime suspect. The evidence against her, circumstantial but damning. She was home at the time of the murders. Her stories didn't add up. The trial captivated the nation. Newspapers published daily accounts, painting conflicting portraits of Lizzie, a cold-blooded killer or a victim of circumstance. The jury deliberated for just over an hour. Their verdict? Not guilty. Lizzie Borden walked free, but the cloud of suspicion never left her. The question lingered. If Lizzie didn't kill her parents, who did? The murders remain unsolved, but the story doesn't end there. The Lizzie Borden house is more than just a crime scene. It's a place where the veil between our world and the next seems thin. Visitors report strange and unsettling occurrences, cold spots, unexplained noises, the feeling of being watched. Could it be the restless spirits of Andrew and Abby Borden, unable to find peace? Or is it Lizzie herself, forever tethered to the scene of the crime? Whatever the reason, the Lizzie Borden house is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Over the years, countless visitors, paranormal investigators, and even skeptics have reported chilling experiences within the house. Some feel an oppressive weight in the air, a sense of dread that settles deep in their stomach. Others describe seeing shadowy figures darting in the periphery of their vision. A common occurrence is encountering cold spots, pockets of icy air that defy explanation. One of the most active areas is Abby Borden's bedroom, where her body was discovered. Visitors have reported feeling a presence in this room, a feeling of being watched, touched, or even pushed. Section 6. Footsteps in the night. The unexplained phenomena continue. The eerie phenomena extend beyond visual and sensory experiences. It's not just about what you see or feel, it's about the unsettling sense that something is always watching, always present. The house seems to have a life of its own, with objects moving ever so slightly, as if nudged by invisible hands. Guests staying overnight have reported hearing disembodied footsteps pacing the halls, particularly in the dead of night. These footsteps are often described as slow and deliberate, echoing through the corridors and sending chills down the spines of those who hear them. It's as if someone, or something, is walking with purpose, yet remains unseen. Doors slam shut on their own. These aren't just gentle closes, they are forceful, as if someone is angrily shutting them. The sound reverberates through the house, startling anyone nearby. Sometimes, doors that were securely latched will creak open slowly, only to slam shut with a loud bang moments later. Lights flicker and dim, as if an unseen hand is toying with the switches. This isn't just a random occurrence. It happens frequently, often in response to questions or during moments of heightened tension. The lights seem to have a mind of their own, creating an atmosphere of unpredictability and fear. Some guests claim to hear whispers, soft and indistinct, but undeniably human. These whispers often come from empty rooms or dark corners, and while the words are usually unintelligible, the tone is often urgent or pleading. It's as if the house is trying to communicate, to tell its story through these ghostly voices. Electronic devices often malfunction within the house, batteries draining rapidly, and cameras experiencing strange glitches. Visitors frequently report fully charged devices suddenly losing power, or cameras that refuse to focus, capturing only static or distorted images. It's as if the house itself is interfering with technology, adding another layer of mystery to its already eerie reputation. Is it just old wiring or something more sinister? The house's age could explain some of these occurrences, but the frequency and intensity of the events suggest otherwise. Many believe that the house is a conduit for paranormal activity, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is particularly thin. The line between the rational and the paranormal blurs within the walls of the Lizzie Borden house. Here, the ordinary and the extraordinary coexist, creating an environment where the unexplained is a daily occurrence. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, the house challenges your perceptions, leaving you to wonder what is real and what is not. Section 7. A Night in the Borden House. Dare to sleep among the ghosts. For those brave enough to tempt fate, the Lizzie Borden house offers overnight stays. This historical house, located in Fall River, Massachusetts, is infamous for the gruesome murders that took place in 1892. Lizzie Borden was accused of murdering her father, Andrew Borden, and her stepmother, Abby Borden, with an axe. Though she was acquitted, the mystery and horror surrounding the case have never faded. Guests can choose to sleep in one of the restored bedrooms, including the infamous John V. Morse room, where Andrew Borden was murdered. Each room is meticulously preserved to reflect the period, complete with antique furniture and decor that transport you back to the late 19th century. The house is not just a museum, it's a portal to a time when the air was thick with tension and mystery. Imagine lying in bed, listening to the silence of the old house, wondering if you'll hear the faintest whisper, feel a cold breath on your cheek, or see a fleeting shadow in the corner of your eye. The creaking floorboards and the distant sound of footsteps can make even the bravest soul question their courage. Every noise, every shadow, every flicker of light could be a sign that you're not alone. Spending the night in the Lizzie Borden house is not for the faint of heart. It's an experience that challenges your senses and your bravery. The house has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, and many guests have reported strange occurrences. Some have felt an inexplicable chill, while others have claimed to see apparitions or hear disembodied voices. It's a true test of courage, a chance to confront the unknown and perhaps even communicate with the spirits that linger within its walls. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the Lizzie Borden house offers an unforgettable experience. It's a place where history and the supernatural intertwine, inviting you to explore the darker side of human nature and the mysteries that lie beyond the veil of the living world. Section 8. The Enduring Allure of the Unknown. Why we're drawn to the macabre. From haunted houses to true crime stories, the macabre has always held a special place in our collective imagination. But what is it about the dark and eerie that captivates us so deeply? The Lizzie Borden house continues to fascinate and terrify us, over a century after the gruesome murders. This infamous location is just one example of how places marked by tragedy can become sites of morbid curiosity and historical intrigue. Why are we so drawn to these dark corners of history, to places tainted by tragedy and rumored to be haunted? Is it the stories that these places hold, the whispers of the past that seem to echo through their halls? Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the excitement of stepping into a world where the rules of reality seem to bend and twist. The adrenaline rush of confronting our deepest fears can be intoxicating, a way to feel truly alive. The adrenaline rush of confronting our deepest fears. This rush can be a powerful draw, pulling us towards the macabre like moths to a flame. But there's more to it than just the thrill. Maybe it's a morbid curiosity, a desire to understand the darkest impulses of the human heart. We are fascinated by the extremes of human behavior, the boundaries of what people are capable of, a desire to understand the darkest impulses of the human heart. This curiosity drives us to explore the macabre, to seek out stories and places that challenge our understanding of humanity. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the hope that we can connect with something beyond our understanding, to find proof that death is not the end. The idea that there might be something more, something beyond the veil of our reality, is a tantalizing possibility. To find proof that death is not the end. This hope, this yearning for connection with the unknown, keeps us coming back to the macabre time and time again. Section 9. Lizzie Borden House. A legacy forever shrouded in mystery. The The Lizzie Borden house stands as a chilling reminder of a crime that shocked a nation. It's a place frozen in time, where the echoes of violence and the whispers of the dead intertwine. Whether you believe in ghosts or dismiss it all as folklore, there's no denying the eerie energy that permeates this house. It's a place where logic and reason collide with the unexplained, leaving you questioning everything you thought you knew. The Lizzie Borden house remains an enigma, a haunting testament to the enduring power of mystery and the dark side of human nature.